How many Jamesons have you tried? Well, today we're going to try 5 different ones.
It's our St. Patty's Day Jameson Roundup. Woo! Let's go.
Kick me, because My name is Carl.
I'm Riley, and that's Oliver.
And welcome to the Tasting Room, where we try different liquors and give you our feedback, and you take it from there. Today, we're going to try 5 different Jamesons because it's almost March 17th, and there's no better time of year to do it but today.
Right. Because Jameson is probably one of the most well-known Irish whiskeys.
Yep. I would say that in Bushmills are the top 2.
Yep.
In my opinion, in our humble opinion.
Right.
Is it humble?
Yes.
Okay.
Mine is, anyway. Your ego is about the size of the room.
We got a pretty small room.
Okay.
Okay, so what are we drinking today?
We are drinking 5 different Jamesons. We have Jameson Cold Brew.
Which I bought this bottle for $15. It was on sale a couple months ago, so I was like, okay, $15. But I think this is normally $25, $28, I believe.
Okay.
So, okay.
Then we have Jameson Triple Distilled Original Irish Whiskey.
Everyone's familiar with that. $30, reasonable price for a whiskey.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we have Jameson Stout Edition. It's finished in craft beer barrels.
This is their Caskmates edition.
Oh, yes.
And this is the stout version of that. There's 3 versions that we can get. That, an IPA, which I found out today, it's actually an Irish pale ale, not an Indian pale ale. And then there's another one that we can get by a brewery here in the United States. It's a lager. I don't think that version's available everywhere. I think that's more a US one. Could be wrong. If we're wrong, let us know in the comments.
Interesting. And we have Carl's favorite, the Jameson Black Barrel.
You already gave away the ending. Okay, the Stout Edition, the Caskmates is $33. The Black Barrel was $38, I believe, almost $40. And again, if you're not familiar with this is just aged in charred bourbon barrels.
Double charred. Right?
Double charred, yeah.
And then finally, last but certainly not the least expensive, is the Jameson Cooper's Croze, which came in at a whopping, what, $73?
$73, $75. Yeah. So there's 2 other editions of this also. Mm-hmm. This is the only one that we can get. We're going to get started with the cold brew first.
Yep. Why are we trying the cold brew first?
Because I don't want this to be the last thing I drink for the night.
Are we really under the impression that this is the last drink you're going to have tonight?
I know I got a lot of editing to do.
You're going to be up a while. What's it smell like?
Smells exactly what you think it would be, coffee and Jameson. Like, the coffee's subtle, it's sweet. The coffee is not as strong as the Jameson. It's definitely some coffee there. A little toffee.
I barely smell coffee.
Yeah.
I smell a lot of Jameson, but it's not like the extremely pungent ethanol that I remember from Jameson.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's probably because of the cold brew process, I'm going to assume,
Oh, that was really hard to swallow. Oh, I taste a lot of coffee, though. Ooh, that's pleasant.
Yeah, I like it.
That's more coffee than whiskey.
I would say it's about 50-50, I think. Definitely the finish
Hard to disagree.
The finish is big coffee for sure.
Yeah. Like, it burns like whiskey. But I don't taste a lot of whiskey.
I don't know. Okay, maybe more like 60-40.
But maybe the whiskey notes, the Irish whiskey notes, kind of pair well with the coffee. So it's, yes, Irish coffees are a thing.
Right.
So,
I like that.
Yeah.
It's good.
I would drink that on the rocks.
Yeah, I could see that, maybe with a tiramisu or something like that, All right, so next we're going to do Jameson, the classic the love of everyone's life. Well, ours when we do breakfast shots.
Only when we do breakfast shots.
All right, so regular Jameson.
Yes. I'm not looking forward to smelling this. I know what it smells like. Oh my God, I'm going to have flashbacks. Yep.
Definitely ethanol.
Yeah.
There's definitely like a richness to it, like a butteriness.
Yeah, but it's also very bright and fruity, like apples.
A little bit, yeah. I can see that. You know, I mean, it makes sense why this goes so well at a breakfast shot.
Right.
You know, it has the other notes of that butterscotch needs.
Right.
And the orange juice. And that's why it goes to the citrus. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I wonder what this tastes like.
I just got shivers watching you do it. Now I have to do it.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
There is a little butterscotch in there for sure.
Yeah.
You don't get as much citrus in the notes, I don't think.
No. The finish, the weird thing about Jameson is it smells so much worse than it actually is.
Agreed.
So when it first hits your palate, it's overwhelmingly ethanol. And then it just goes away and it finishes really nice. And you're not mad that you drank it.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely, kind of got like this hardiness finish to it.
Like it's warm, but it's not like burn.
Right. Everyone's had Jameson. It's a pretty staple in your drinking career at some point. So.
Yes.
We like it. Well, we don't mind it.
Good correction. We don't mind it.
We don't mind it. All right. So next we're going to do the Caskmates Stout Edition. And we just picked Stout because
we like stouts better than IPAs or
lagers and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and give this bad boy a try.
Yes. That's a lot.
I know.
That was a lot.
I don't know. I just don't. It's all whiskey in the nose for me. I don't really get anything else besides whiskey.
Yeah, it smells like Jameson. Yeah. Like there might be a little bit more.
It doesn't smell exactly like Jameson. You can tell there's something different about it.
There's a subtle like
lightness almost to it.
Yeah, it almost smells lighter, which I would think would be the opposite.
Yeah. But again, beer's lighter than liquor, and so
I think it's probably just there's not as much citrus in it. There's not as much like fruit on the nose, so maybe that just makes it.
Yeah. So right when you drink it, you definitely get like this beer stout kind of creaminess to it.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't like it.
There's definitely this dryness, kind of like what some stouts do. The roof of my mouth instantly got this dryness feel to it after drinking this one.
Yeah. It is.
You want any more? There's definitely a stout creaminess in this one, in the finish. And there is. I think you just either took a big gulp or you breathe in or something. But
no, I mean, that one burns.
It definitely burns more than any of the other ones so far.
It burns.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of it.
Nope.
Like for the extra $3, I'd rather go and look at the $3 in my pocket.
Yeah, I'd rather not. I mean, it's probably got some good things about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun.
I'm failing to find one right now.
I'd be interested to see if I can find some cocktails online.
Yeah, I mean, and maybe I feel like this is definitely going to be a good mix in whiskey.
Yeah. But there's ways to kind of enhance that stoutness of it.
It says you're supposed to get rich coffee, smooth chocolate, butterscotch flavors on the label. I mean,
kind of.
maybe.
Again, I think it's got this different smoothness to like how some stouts add this creaminess to it. So I get that part of it. It's just, I don't know.
The flavors are very subtle. The whiskey is very heavy.
Yeah. It's more intensified for sure.
Yeah. It's like they put a magnifying glass on the ethanol.
Yeah.
And burned it like an ant. All
right. So now we're on to the Black Barrel, which I've had multiple times. This is actually our second bottle.
Yep.
Because on our bar breaker, I made many of those within the week.
Yeah. Didn't you basically finish that entire bottle in that
3
week?
days? Yeah.
And I honestly don't remember what this tastes like at all.
Yeah, I knew I'd probably like this from the get-go because of the char and the with the bourbon. It's gonna have a lot
extra
more
smokiness.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know smokiness. Like, yeah.
Oh, that has the least ethanol. I can actually smell things in this without burning my nose.
That's a plus.
Mm.
Yeah, there's hardly any ethanol with this at all.
Yeah, you got to really stick your nose in there.
Yeah, I mean, you get it if you put your nose in here and sniff, yes. But if you just kind of lightly,
just waft
it. Yes, Oliver, exactly. We said waft.
Oh, no.
He's mad.
Oh.
There's definitely like a candy orange kind of smell to it.
That's what I was looking for. Maybe a little bit of ginger.
A little bit, yeah. And those are flavors I love.
There's vanilla in there.
Oh, yeah. That makes me happy.
The finish burns more than the rest of them.
The finish does burn more.
No, not than the rest of them. Less than the stout, but more than the other two.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I get the char.
100%.
It's like on the finish, but I get the char, and I get just overall warmth.
And there is a sweetness, like I don't know if rock candy would be the right word, but there's just a sweetness kind of.
I think it's more of that candied citrus.
Candy citrus, yeah. Yeah. And it's not overly sweet. It's just, there's a subtle sweetness to it.
Yeah, it's very pleasant.
Black Barrel is definitely, I think, worth every penny that it is. Like I said, it's under 40. I think it's about the $38, $36 price range. But for just a bottle of whiskey, that is below average of what you're going to get, especially like in American whiskeys and bourbons and stouts and like that.
And I mean, it's pleasant. It's drinkable. It's I like Jameson, or I like Irish whiskeys because I feel like they're the most attainable.
Yeah.
Like anybody, even if you aren't a whiskey drinker, you can make a cocktail and it's going to be pleasant because they're the most mellow of all of the whiskeys in the whiskey family. They usually
have the sweetest notes in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of sweetness.
All right, so now we're on the Cooper's Croze. Croze? Okay. And again, this is one of 3, and I believe they're making these batches off of 3 of their distillers.
No, they're barrel makers, the Coopers.
Oh, barrel makers. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, this is the one that we could get, and Riley made a drink with this, the Declaration.
Yes.
We did 2 Irish cocktails that people never heard of. We never heard of them until we researched it. Right. And it's a spirit-forward cocktail, and I thought it worked pretty well with it.
Yes.
So
this one, the Cooper's Croze, was made to craft a whiskey that shows the versatility of wood and the flavors it creates. I'm not going to read anymore because I don't want to know what I'm supposed to taste. Smell. It's fruity, just like the rest of them. But this one, it almost smells rounder. Like, I don't really...
Yeah.
Is that how you describe smells? It's like maybe more cohesive.
Yeah.
Everything's...
the difference between the smells are closer together, which would be rounded. You know, it's
like they're all holding hands.
Right. Instead of waving at each other.
Right.
These flavors are not social distancing.
No. That's pleasant.
Yeah.
It's not, I mean, it's very ethanol heavy, but I mean, I feel like I guess that's what we expect. But.
Yeah, it's definitely more ethanol than like the Black Barrel.
Yeah.
But like in the back end, the taste after like 30 seconds or something like that, there's still like this kind of little bit of creaminess, a little bit of like lemon and orange that are still there. And like, I'm glad I drank it kind of thing.
Yes.
You know,
it's like all of the flavors in Jameson are holding hands and singing Kumbaya.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, that's the best way I can think of.
Now, the big question, is it worth the $75 or so?
For me, as a non-whiskey drinker, or as a whiskey only in cocktails drinker, no, because I'm not about to ruin a 75.
Right. We did the one cocktail just because.
Right. But it's spirit forward and it was.
Right. And it just felt kind of right.
Right.
I would say, I don't know. I would say you probably really have to like Irish whiskey.
Yeah, like it has to be your thing.
Right. Like I know we got this Woodford Reserve Double Oak. That was $60. I would 100% rather have that bottle than this bottle.
Right. But that's because bourbon is your thing.
Right. I know. I'm just giving. This is definitely one like, okay, if you buy, you're only going to do it once in a while, right?
Yeah.
Like you have a friend come over.
And it's a beautiful whiskey.
Yeah.
If you like whiskey, should you buy it? Sure.
Yeah. It's good to just keep on the shelf and just kind of pull it out for special occasions, you know. Cold brew coffee. We recommend that.
Love it.
I think it's pretty great. I can't wait to try it in some cocktails. I kind of have, but nothing like I really didn't go for. I just kind of put it in there.
Right.
Jameson, it's just a good Irish whiskey. If you want just a staple, good to have. The stout, I don't know. I'd rather either buy Jameson or I'd rather buy the Black Barrel.
Yeah.
Womp, womp. Yeah.
That's kind of how I felt about that.
Womp, yeah. Black Barrel, we both
yeah.
I love it. I think it's my favorite Jameson one that we've had so far.
Would you say it's in your top 5 favorite whiskeys?
No, not at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you say it's in your top
15?
2 favorite Irish whiskeys?
Yes.
Is it your number 1 Irish whiskey?
Probably.
Okay.
And then the Cooper's Croze, like kind of we just said, if you kind of want to just have a bottle just to have in the back where you only pull out once in a while and you want to try it, sure.
It is a phenomenal special occasion.
Let us know if you've tried all of these or just the Coopers or the Black, and let us know what you guys think. I haven't seen a lot of reviews on the Coopers, Croze. Yeah. So if you tried it, let us know what you guys think of it. So at the end of the day, are we mad about any of these? No.
Maybe a little.
Well, maybe the stout. Again, we'll figure that.
We're not mad. We're just disappointed.
Yeah. We don't have any more Jameson to cheers, and we're not going to pour any more Jameson for the night. So we got hydration.
Tink.
Cheers, guys.